Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you how to do the Ascended Solomon. This is a design by Chris York. He sent back to me about 3 weeks ago, and he kept on me about getting it done, which I asked him to do, and finally got some time to do it for him. So what I've got just one solid strand of black. It's about 10 feet long, and I got about 4 or 5 feet of this fast pitch color. It's a yellow with a stripe of red through it to kind of resemble a softball. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you a different way to do the cow's hitch to attach the paracord to the buckle. My center point is right here, so I've got about 5 feet going one way and 5 feet going off the other way. And what I'm going to do is fold that center point just like that, and we're going to take it down through the buckle. And you might not be able to do this, but I just wanted to give people another option. If the buckle isn't big enough to do this, you may have an issue doing it. So you're going to get a loop down here below the buckle. All you do, poke all of the paracord coming out of the top of the buckle, poke that through the loop and pull it through. And that just gives you another option. A little easier actually to hook up your paracord. So I'm just going to flip that over, pull all the excess through my fingers to get rid of the twists, and then we'll go up through the bottom this time instead of the top. And it looks like it's going to be an issue with that one. That's exactly why I flattened the paracord, but this one doesn't seem to be flat enough. No, come on. Alright, sorry about that. I had some issues with that, so I had to cut away for a minute. Alright, so I pulled this through. You got your 2 loops here. These are going to be your basic shape of your bracelet. Just real basic for now. Go ahead and open this up. Now what you're going to do is you're going to set your length. So you want to measure from this ledge here. Kind of hard to see. Here, let me zoom in on this for you. So you're going to measure to the ledge right here. Don't measure from here because this part's going to be inside the buckle. So measure from this ledge down over to this ledge, and that'll be your length. So the basic rule of thumb with the Solomon, and this goes for this one too, every inch of bracelet that you want to make is going to be 1 foot of paracord. So if you're doing a 9-inch bracelet, you're going to use 9 inches of paracord. Alright, so what I'm going to do here first is just start out with one basic Solomon. So just take your right cord, take it over your 2 center strands. Zoom in on this for you. Take your left cord, go over top of your right cord, go around the back, and through. Now don't pull this quite tight yet, because what we're going to do is take and find our center point. So grab both ends in your hand, and that's your center point right there, that loop. So take one end of this and go through the middle. So you're going to go right through there, and then your center point's right here, so we'll just put it right there. And it doesn't have to be exact, but pretty close. And go ahead and pull this tight. Cinch it up, pull it tight, cinch it up, pull it tight. We had some pretty nasty storms last night. That's why the lights you might notice the lights flickering right now. Alright, so each side is going to have its own pattern. And what I mean by that is this side's going to go over first, and this side's going to go under first. So each side is going to be opposite of the other. So we'll go over top of this one, and then we'll continue our Solomon. So that one went over. We'll get that out of the way. You can pull that slack through. Alright, so that since that one went over, now when we do this Solomon, this one's going to go under. So this one goes under, up and through, and then out of the way. Continue the Solomon, tie it tight. So you're only doing one of these yellow cords for each Solomon pass, and it's going to be opposite of what it did previous. So this one went over last time, so now the left side is going to go under. Okay, so now grab your left side and come up through. So you're going up through. Pull it tight. Now you do your right side. And this one's going to go down through. Pull her tight. Let me zoom out just a little. I don't want to get out of frame. There we go. And then you can pull that slack down a little bit. Pull it tight. Continue the Solomon here. This one looks pretty good when there's 3 colors involved too. I probably should have done it with 3, but I think it'll turn out okay with 2. Alright, so now we went under last time, or we went down through. I'm sorry, we came up through this hole. Now we're going to go down through it. Don't wrap it around the back like that. There we go. Pull her tight. Another Solomon. And this one's going to come from the bottom and come up through that hole. Pull your slack through. Do another one here. This one's not too hard. If you can do the Solomon, you can do this one. Pretty cool design though, I like it. We went down through that last one, so we're going to come up through this one. Alright, well, I think you got enough instructions. This one's not too bad. And make sure you keep cinching it up. Pull it tight, cinch it up. And then I'm going to finish this on up. And I'll come back and show you how to end it. Alright, as you can see, I'm down to the bottom, and this is going to work out good because what I want to do is I want to have the yellows, I want to have end up on the top and melt them in. So we'll do one here and end the yellow here. So bring this one up through, and we're going to finish that one there. Slack out, and then we'll end the other one right at the end. And we can pull some of the slack down because I tied it really tight. There we go. Push it right down to that knot. Alright, so we'll start cutting here. So these two right here, they're going to be cut together. These two are coming out of separate spots. There's that. Looks like I got about 1.5 feet of black left. But that's just because I made it long on purpose. Alright, we'll get this melted down. Alright, there we go. And then we'll use the flat tool here. Just kind of round those over. Perfect. This guy. The cool thing about the black when you're melting it is that you can burn it. Usually you have to worry about burning the paracord, but if you're using black, it kind of matches anyway. And use a rocking motion to get that melted down. Nice smooth edge. I always talk about the torch lighters and how good they are, but they are good to use. The only thing is, when I have all these lights on, it's really hard to see the flame. It's really easy to mess up if you can't see what you're doing. Alright, there we go. And there it is. Thanks again to Chris York for the Ascended Solomons. Hope you like this. If you do, let Chris know. He's on the Paracord On group. Got over 500 members now, so check it out. Facebook.com/groups/Paracord On. And we'll see you there. Thanks again for watching. And Paracord On.